Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of our historical baseball matchup using the game engine of Out of the Park Baseball 20. And this time in our draw, we got one of the all-time great teams. We have the 1951 New York Yankees, the only team that had Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle on the same team. World champions with Yogi Berra, Phil Rizzuto, just loaded with Hall of Famers. Ollie Reynolds, Eddie Lopat. The roster, of course, is one of the great ones, and they are drawn with the 1982 Oakland Athletics. This team lost 94 games, not nearly as successful, but the unique thing about this team, of course, was Rickey Henderson's amazing 130 stolen base season. It'll be interesting to see how he does against the Yanks and against Yogi Berra. But other than that, the roster really weak. The team wasn't very good. Tony Armas provides some pop with Dwayne Murphy, but not much there. The interesting thing about these Athletics and then this series, of course, is they're managed by Billy Martin. And Billy Martin, of course, is a player on the 1951 Yankees. So interesting to see how Martin does against his former team as a manager and as a player. Happens sometimes with these random matchups. You get players overlapping, managers overlapping, but Joe DiMaggio's in his last year, and actually, you can see here they don't even have him starting. DiMaggio was winding things down. So I don't know how much we'll see him in this series, as Mantle will get the call in center. But either way, we are ready to get things rolling. The heavy favorite New York Yankees to face the 1982 Oakland Athletics. The first game, of course, will be played out at Yankee Stadium, the old version of the house that Ruth built. And we'll head out there for game one, where we're going to have Vic Raschi on the mound facing Norris of the Athletics. And we are in the top of the third with Davey Lopes up there, a man on third and 2 outs. Raschi ready to deliver, and this one is lifted deep to left. The ball will leave the yard. Davey Lopes, not known too much for his power, but he comes through here with a 2-run shot to give the Athletics the surprise upper hand here early, 2-0. We'll move to the bottom of the third. Mike Norris facing Phil Rizzuto with a man on third. This one will drop in there. The run will score. The Yankees get on the board. Rizzuto scores Coleman. It's 2-1. Now the base is loaded here in the top of the fourth for the A's. Mike Norris up there. The pitcher strikes out. Raschi got him. But Henderson now has a big chance here with 2 down and the base is full. Henderson takes ball 4 and that'll force in a run. So Oakland will go up 3-1. And looking for more as Davey Lopes is up there. Lopes will pop this one up. Coming in hard is the second baseman, and he makes the play. But Oakland gets another run. It's 3-1 in this ball game. Joe Collins in the bottom of the fourth with a man on. Collins will single to center. Runner advancing to third. The throw right behind him. It is not in time, however. Mantle showing his great speed before all his injuries. He made it all the way to third there, and now Jerry Coleman has a chance. And Coleman hits this one to third. The play is made at second, and Oakland gets out of the inning unscathed. It is 4-1 now, bottom of the fifth. Hank Power up there with 2 outs. And Power will deposit this one deep to left. Way back there. You can watch that one go out of here into the seats. He guessed right. He got the fastball, and it's 4-2 in this game. Phil McDougal up there now with 2 outs and a man on. He'll hit this one to short. The play is made, but the ball's dropped at second. Berra is safe. And an error now gives the Yanks an opportunity. Gene Woodling up there with 2 outs and 2 on.
Strike 3.
Woodling will chase a ball 4, and he strikes out. And we now move to the bottom of the 7th. Still a 2-run lead for the A's. Bobby Brown up there against Mike Norris. And Brown will hit this one to center for a base hit. The tying run will come to the plate for the Yankees, who look to rally. Phil Rizzuto now with nobody out. Rizzuto puts down a bunt. Play is made at second. They get Brown there. 1 out, Rizzuto on, Hank Bauer at the plate. Bauer already has a homer.
Strike 3.
But he looks at strike 3 as the new pitcher McLaughlin strikes him out. We'll move now all the way to the bottom of the 8th. Bo McLaughlin still on the mound in relief. Here's a base hit, though, by McDougal with nobody out, so the Yanks trying to rally. Woodling's up here with the shift on. He'll hit this one to second. Play is made, and only the forced play will be made. Runners on first. Mickey Mantle up there representing the tying run.
Strike 3.
Mantle looks at strike 3. He strikes out on 3 pitches. Here's Joe Collins with 2 outs. Collins gets the benefit of the call, and the runners on first and second now with Joe DiMaggio up there as the pinch hitter. So a huge spot here for Joe D. And DiMaggio hits it deep to center, way back. That's got some carry. It could go, but it is off the wall, and DiMaggio will make it all the way to third. Joe DiMaggio with the game-tying triple off the bench. Leave it up to the legend to get the job done, and it's 4-4 now as Johnny Mize has a chance to give the Yankees the advantage. He pops it up, however. This will be playable. It's put away, but the Yanks do tie the game in dramatic fashion as we move to 9th. Hit in the hole there, Rizzuto with the play. Burrows is out. Ostrowski now the pitcher for the Yankees. This one's to third. And the play is beaten there by McDougal. McDougal couldn't make the play. Phillips beats the play. This one's lifted to right by Joe Rudy. It is caught out there by Bauer. Phillips on there. Here is Ricky Henderson at the plate. Henderson looks at strike 3. We'll move to the bottom of the 9th now with the Yanks trying to rally with the win if they can get it. Phil Rizzuto up there. Rizzuto hit this one second. Play is made. And Bauer now at the plate. And Bauer swings and hits this one into the corner and left. It is a double. A double for Bauer. He's having a nice game with only 1 out now. Yogi Berra has a chance here. And Berra will hit this one to right. It'll drop. Runners on the corners. They'll hold Bauer at third. And McDougal with a chance here. Yankee fans on their feet. McDougal takes ball 4, and the bases will be loaded here. The infield will come in. Tom Underwood facing Jim Woodling here in the 9th. Can Woodling come through? He hits a soft roller. The play at the plate. He is forced it home. A great play off the mound. The throw of the plate was just in time. A super close play, but They got him, and the Yanks now have Mickey Mantle up with 2 outs. Can Mantle come through? Mantle strikes out looking, and the A's escape here in the 9th with the bases loaded and only 1 out. They got out of it, and we move to extras as Davey Lopes comes up there now as the game extends itself. Mantle makes the play there. Dwayne Murphy now with the fly ball. That'll be playable. 2 left. And we move to the bottom of the 10th. Joe Collins up there. Play at third is made. Gross makes the play. There's a line shot. 2 left. This is a base hit for Charlie Silvera. Rizzuto up there. Rizzuto hit this one. 2 left. Play is made. We'll move to the 11th inning. With nothing doing. 4-4 tie here in game 1. This one's hit to short. Nice play by Rizzuto. There's a long shot. Deep to right. This one might go. Wayne Gross all over that pitch, and the Athletics take a 5-4 lead here in the 11th. Gross with a long solo home run. It's 5-4. Let's move to the bottom of the 11th with Bauer up there. Bauer hits this one deep to left field. He might tie this game up with 1 swing, and he does. Bauer answers right back for the Yankees. Back and forth we go here in game 1. A long shot, and it's 5-5. Berra hits it to center. A diving catch made by Murphy. And the baseball just keeps getting better here as McDougal comes up with a 1 out. McDougal hits this one to the gap. It's all the way into the deep alleys of Yankee Stadium. McDougal will stop at second, however, as Henderson gets it back in using his speed. It is now Gene Woodley's turn with the man on second. Bob Ochinko up there as the reliever, tagging up and going all the way to third now with 2 outs, Ms. McDougal. And Joe Collins up there with 2 down. Collins will hit this one to left. The play is made. We will move to the 12th. Neither team wanting to concede here.
Strike 3.
Davey Lopes will be thrown out. We are in the 12th inning. Bottom of the 12th now. Billy Martin comes up off the bench. Martin will be an easy out. 15 hits for the Yankees, but still nothing doing. Phil Rizzuto will hit this one to right. That looks fairly routine. 2 down. Tony Armas now in the 13th inning. Armas will hit this one to third. The play is made there. Flip Johnson at the plate. It goes the other way. This ball's deep. It's got a chance, but it's caught right at the wall by Bauer. A great catch. Bauer now coming up in the bottom of the 13th. And he hits it to third. That play is made. The game continues. Yogi Berra now at the plate. Berra will hit this one in the gap. This will be extra bases. Berra heading all the way to second with a 1-out double. Let's see if the Yankees can finally capitalize. Gene Woodling up there. He strikes out. A frustrating game here for New York. Mickey Mantle now up there with 2 outs. Mantle hit the short. Play is made. We are going to the 14th, folks.
Strike 3.
Strikeout there, but Wayne Gross hit it with a home run back in the 11th. Here's a high fly. This will be caught. Joe Collins now bottom of the 14th. Line drive to center. That'll be caught. Billy Martin hits it to right. That'll be extra bases. Another extra base hit by the Yanks, but they just haven't not been able to capitalize. Let's see if they can get it done in the 14th. Tom Morgan up there as they're using every man out their bench they can get. He strikes out. Phil Rizzuto now at the plate with 2 outs. Rizzuto drops it in the left field. Here comes a run home. The throw at the plate is not going to be in time. The Yanks do pull it off in the 14th inning. Phil Rizzuto scores Billy Martin, and the game is finally finished. All the dramatics there looked like the Yanks were going to lose it for a while. They came roaring back with the DiMaggio triple. Fought back again in the 11th. And it took 14 innings, but they got it done. They win as Hank Bauer homered twice. That crucial home run in the 11th was a big one. And this was a marathon, folks. The game carried 5.5 hours. But in the end, it is the Yankees who win Game 1 in extra innings. So after a long Game 1, hopefully you got some rest. We're here at Game 2 now. Back at Yankee Stadium, it is Allie Reynolds facing Steve McCatty. Bottom of the first, 2 on with Yogi Berra at the plate. And Berra will hit this 1-2 second. Play is made at second. A double play for Berra. He can't come through here. Top of the third for Ricky Henderson. Runner on second with 1 out. Henderson draws the walk. Got runners on first and second now. Reynolds gets Davey Lopes to strike out. Tony Armas up there with 2 on. Armas hits a deep drive to right. This is way back there. It's got a chance. It'll go. Tony Armas with an opposite field 3-run homer. The wind helped that one. And the Athletics take a big 3-0 lead. They don't seem intimidated at all by the Yanks. We move to the bottom of the 4th with 2 on. Gene Woodling up there. And Woodling, he'll hit it to right. This one's into the corner. It's going to score 2 runs. Play at the plate won't be made. 2-run double by Gene Woodling to get the Yankees back in this game. And here's the pitcher, Allie Reynolds, with 2 on and 2 out. Reynolds himself will lift it to center, but the play will be made there by Murphy. 3-2, Athletics. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Phil Rizzuto up there. Rizzuto will hit this one to third. And it's an error by Gross. He can't handle the play. Hank Bauer comes up now with nobody out. Bauer will line this one to left. Rizzuto stops at second. The Yanks bringing on a rally now. Yogi Berra up with the bases not loaded, but he lifts one to left. This will be deep enough to advance the runners. And what a throw out there by Ricky Henderson, who gets Bauer at the plate. Just a fantastic arm out there and throw by the young Henderson to preserve the lead for the Athletics. McDougal gets a walk to continue here in the 5th. We got runners on the corners. Gene Woodling up there. I tell you, these Athletics have been impressive in the games we've seen so far. They aren't going easy to these Yankees. Woodling has a chance here. And he looks at strike 3. So the Athletics continue to hold on to their lead. It is 3-2. Bottom of the 6th, Joe Collins up there. Collins draws the one-out walk. 5 walks by McCaddy so far. Barry Coleman will lift this one in foul territory. The play is made there. Johnson has it. Bobby Brown up with 2 outs. Brown will hit this one to right into the corner for extra bases. And this will plate a run, a triple for Brown. The game is tied at 3. Brown comes through with a big 2-out hit, and here's Rizzuto. Rizzuto will lift this one deep to center. It'll drop, and Rizzuto muscles it out there and gets all the way to second with an RBI double. It is 4-3 now, Yanks. We move to the 8th with Dwayne Murphy up there and nobody out. He draws the walk. 4 straight bad ones there. Bobby Hogue on there for the Yanks.
Strike 3.
Jeff Burrows strikes out for the first out of the inning. Stubby Overmeyer now in the game for the Yankees. Wayne Gross at the dish.
Strike 3.
Gross strikes out on the curveball. Here's Mike Heath with 2 out. Heath hits it into the hole. Rizzuto makes the play. And the inning's over. The Yankees holding that 1-run lead. We are here in the 9th. Tony Phillips up there. Ostrowski still on the mound. Not the way you want to start it. He walks Phillips. Here's Jeff Newman. And this is dropped to right field. Runner advances all the way to third, and the Athletics have runners on the corners. Beck Shea on there, facing Ricky Henderson now with the infield in, and Henderson strikes out. Misses the grand opportunity to at least tie the game. Davey Lopes now with the chance. Lopes hits this one to center. Do we have a play at the plate? We do. Here comes the throw. It is beaten. And the game is tied on the sacrifice fly. 4-4. And this one is shot into the corner. A double by Armas. 2 outs now. Let's see if Murphy can drive in the go-ahead run.
Strike 3. Yeah.
He can. He strikes out. And we got a tie game here, moving to the bottom of the 9th in game 2. Phil Rizzuto up there. Rizzuto will lift it to right. Play is made. Yogi Berra now up there. Berra hits it to third. That play is made. We move to extras once again. Joe Rudy
Strike 3.
strikes out on a breaking pitch. Mike Heath now at the plate. Heath strikes out. Here's McDougal, bottom of the 10th. McDougal hits it to short. Play is made. Steve Baker facing Mickey Mantle. Mantle hits it to second. no problem. We move to the 11th.
Strike 3.
If you like extra inning baseball, this is the place to be, apparently. Yankee Stadium. 2 outs now. Ricky Henderson hits it to left. No problem. We move to the bottom of the 11th. Joe DiMaggio pinch hitting now. DiMaggio to third. That'll be easy. Johnny Mize coming to the plate. Mize will get this one through the hole. A base hit. Phil Rizzuto at the plate. Rizzuto will hit this one and get the force. We'll move to the 12th inning. Ernie Neville now on the pitch to Davey Lopes. Lopes draws a walk. He's got some speed on the bases. Tony Armas now up there. Armas hits it way back, but it's caught at the track by Bauer. Murphy now. He'll hit it to left. That'll be playable. Neville facing Sexton. Up in front of the plate. The throw gets away, however. Barrett throws the ball away, and we got runners now advancing to second and third. There are 2 outs. So let's see if that play comes back to haunt the Yankees. Mike Heath up there. And Heath will hit this one deep to center. Way back there. It'll drop in front of the center fielder. And we got multiple runs here scoring on a triple by Heath. It is clearing the bases. A 3-run triple by Heath at 7-4. We move now to the bottom of the 12th. A huge error. Seems to be a big difference in this game. The Yanks will try to rally as Bauer gets a hit to lead off the 12th. Yogi Berra now trying to make amends for his error. But he will strike out. And John DeCuisto, good luck pronouncing that name. We have a single the opposite way, so the Yanks aren't done here. Mantle representing the tying run. And he actually takes ball 4. So the Yankees, believe it or not, are rallying big time here. The bases are loaded. Carly Silvera pinch hitting, 2 outs. He hits it to center. This should be playable. Coming over there is Murphy, and yes, the Athletics do hold on in another extra inning marathon. 7-4 the final. The series now is tied at 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have played over 10 hours of baseball in 2 games, but that's how tight it has been. The series tied at 1. The Athletics, as underdogs, are not taking anything for certain. They are fighting tooth and nail in both games, and that triple in extra innings was the difference in game number 2. Gene Woodling had 2 RBIs in the game, but now we're going to head out to Oakland Coliseum for game 3, the middle games of the series, with everything even at 1. Action moves now to game 3 as Eddie Lopat will face Rick Langford. Way out west at Oakland Coliseum. I wouldn't be shocked if we have more extra inning action. That seems to have been the trend. But let's go there live and see what happens in the top of the first with Yogi Berra up there and a man on. Berra lifts this one deep to right, way back there. Berra will watch it go. Yogi Berra trying to make up for that crucial error in Game 2. Gets the Yankees back on their feet here. 2-0. Gene Woodling now up there in the same inning. And Woodling goes the other way to left. This ball will go. So back-to-back jacks for the Yankees. It is 3-0. We will move to the third. Bases loaded now. And here's a shot again by Woodling coming through. The Yankees coming out roaring in California. It's a 2-run single. It is 5-0, 6-0 now as Lopat faces Davey Lopes in the bottom of the third. And Lopes will go way out of here. He brings his team right back with the home run. I'm telling you, these Athletics, they are fighters, showing that Billy Martin mentality. But maybe it won't be enough. Let's see, bottom of the fifth, Tony Phillips up there. Phillips draws a walk. Here come the A's again. Joe Rudy now at the plate. Rudy will hit this one that's short. Play is made, but dropped by the second baseman. We got another error as the Yankee defense continues to haunt them in this series. Ricky Henderson now representing the tying run with nobody out. Henderson hits it back to the mound. And there's no play. He beats out the play at first. The run scores. It's 6-3. And Lopat still continuing to struggle. This one's hit to first. And the force is made at home. A little double play there. Tony Armas now at the plate with the bases loaded. Armas hits this one to Rizzuto. He goes home. And they can't get the double play again, but they prevent the lead runner from scoring once again. Finally, the Yankee defense is coming to play, but definitely not out of the woods. Dwayne Murphy up there. But Murphy watches strike three. A big strikeout for Lopat, and the Yankees got out of that inning only letting up a run. That is pretty good stuff for them. And we move now to the ninth with the lead extended to 8-3. Davey Lopes up there with 2 outs. He hits it to second. A much easier day today for the Yankees. Other than that stressful fifth inning, they win it 8-3 to take a 2-1 series lead. And it was a good performance by Gene Woodling, who was 4 for 5. He's having a great series with 4 RBIs. Yogi Berra rebounded here after his bad mistake in Game 2 to drive in 2 with a homer. And Eddie Lopat gets the win. 14 hits for the Yanks. They go up in the series 2-1. And let's see if they can shake off the Athletics in game number 4. Johnny Sane will go up against Brian Kingman. Late night in Oakland for game number 4. Top of the first for Gil McDougall. McDougall will lift this one to the line in left. It is a double for McDougall here in the top of the second. Yankee bats coming to life again. But we'll move to the bottom of the second here where runners on the corner and 1 out for Mike Heath. And Heath will hit it to third. Out at second there. Play at first. It is made. And the Yankees get out of the threat here. We move to the top of the fourth. 2 men on, 2 out for the Mick. Mickey Mantle now up there. And Mantle will get this one through the right. Here comes the run at the plate. He beats it. Mantle will get an RBI as McDougall beats the throw. It's 1-0 Yanks. Joe Collins up there now with 2 on. And Collins gets a walk. And the base is loaded in a big spot here for the Yanks. Kingman facing Jerry Coleman with 2 outs. And Coleman will strike out. So Kingman gets out of that inning with minimal damage. It's only 1-0. Wayne Murphy now up there with a man on, and Murphy will lift this one to right. Way back there. This one is going to just get over the wall. Murphy gives the Athletics the lead. 2-1 with the 2-run shot here in the fourth. And that'll take us to the top of the sixth. It's a 1-run lead with Mantle on first. Joe Collins up there against Kingman. That's ball 4. So the Yanks starting a rally here in the 6th inning. Coleman will hit this one to third. Play is made at second. Athletics get out of that threat. And they hold on to their 1-run lead. We move to the top of the 7th. Yogi Berra up there with Hank Bauer on first and 2 outs. Berra hits this one deep to left. This one might go. Berra with another crucial home run. And it's a 2-run shot to give the Yanks the lead, 3-2. Yogi Berra coming through in a big way. And it's the Yanks back on top. The inning continues with Mickey Mantle and 2 men on. Mantle watches ball 4, and the bases will be loaded here for Joe Collins. Collins can't catch up to the fastball, though, and he strikes out as we hit the stretch here in Oakland. Johnny Sain continues to deal. Wayne Gross up there, and Gross will lift it to left. Coming over there is a diving play by Mantle. Just an outstanding play out there on left. And Rizzuto now on the top of the 8th with a man on. Rizzuto on the hit and run gets it back up the middle. The lead man will move to third. And the Yanks now threatening to add to their lead here as Hank Bauer comes up with men on the corner. Bauer lifts this one deep enough to right, it would appear. The catch is made. The tag is made. The throw at the plate. And they got him. A perfect throw by Armas. It wasn't deep enough. And for the second time in this series, an outstanding play and a sacrifice fly by the Athletics to get the lead runner and preserve the 1-run deficit. Let's see if they can take advantage of that great defensive play by Armas. This one's lifted to right. Great play is made out there by Bauer. Diving to make the catch. Matt Keogh up there now with 2 outs. Keogh strikes out. Shalik getting the job done for the Yankees. We move to the top of the 9th. Gil McDougall up there with 1 out. McDougall will hit this one to left. Should be playable. But it won't be. It is gone. A long home run. The left fielder didn't even move. I thought he had a beat on it, but he definitely did not. And it is 4-2 now. Yankees with the lead. Gene Woodling now up there. Woodling lifts this one deep to right. This one has a chance. Way back there. Woodling lets it fly. And another home run. It's another back-to-back for the Yanks. They are now up 5-2. Jerry Coleman at the plate. The Yankees showing off their muscles here. Here's another hit. Play is at third. Did Armas get him in time? No. It is 5-2 as we move to the bottom of the 9th. Davey Lopes up there with 1 out. Lopes will ring this one to left for a hit. The A's are going to need a lot more of those. Armas comes up there. Bob Kuzawa up for relief for the Yanks, and there is a hit. Here come the Athletics again. The tying run now represented by Murphy. And Murphy will hit this one to short. Rizzuto turns one at second. The play's made at first, and the Yankees will close the door. The Yankees win Game 4 to take a commanding 3-1 series lead. Another close game, but they will take it. They get 4 runs in the last 3 innings. McDougal 3 for 4. Woodling 2 for 4 with a homer. Johnny Sain did just enough to get the win. And it's just too much talent, it would appear, so far in this series. 3-1. The Yanks will try to end this one without having to take it back to New York. Vic Grashy will face Mike Norris in game number 5. So let's get straight to the action. Top of the second. Woodling up there, and Woodling will hit this one to center. This one will go all the way to the wall with the man on. So the Yanks here in the top of the second have runners on second and third with nobody out. Collins up there. Collins will hit this one to center. Play is made. Runner tags. Here comes the throw. This one won't be in time. McDougal will score. And it's 1-0 Yanks as we move to the 5th. Hank Bauer now up there. Bauer will hit this one to short. A double play is made. We move to the bottom of the 5th. The Athletics yet to get a hit against Vic Grashy. Wayne Gross up there, and he will draw a walk. Grashy has walked 3. Mike Heath up there now. Heath hits it to right. There's the first hit of the game for the Athletics. And we got runners on the corners now with nobody out. And Tony Phillips up there. Phillips will hit this one to the pitcher. The play is made at second. But the throw is off target, and everybody is safe. The run will score. Joe Rudy now up there. Rudy lifts this one to center. This one's way back there. The catch is made, however. A beautiful catch by Mantle. The runner will advance. Runners on the corners for Henderson and 1 out. That ball gets away. It's a wild pitch. The run will come home. And the Athletics will take the lead in this one, 2-1. Davey Lopes now at the plate. Lopes lifts this one to left center. It'll drop in there. Lopes is having a very good series as he drives in another run. It is 3-1 now, Athletics, as they make their move here in game number 5. Gene Woodling up with the shift in play. Steve Baker, the pitcher. This is to center for a base hit. The Yanks try to make a little bit of a run here in the 6th. Mickey Mantle at the plate. Mantle will hit it to center. That's a base hit. First and second. So Collins now at the plate.
Strike 3.
Collins strikes out. Tom Underwood now in the game for the Athletics. Jerry Coleman, the hitter. Coleman strikes out. Underwood gets him there, gets the job done. Can he get Johnny Mize? Johnny Mize will pop it up. This should be playable. A lot of room in Oakland to make those plays. And this side is retired. 3-1 remains the score as we move all the way to the 9th. Maggio now up there against Rick Langford. Maggio lifts it to left. This is routine. And the Oakland Athletics win game number 5, 3-1. They close the gap in the series, and more importantly, they move it to game 6. That is cross country to Yankee Stadium. They defend their home field. A wonderful performance by Mike Norris for the most part, and then the Athletics bullpen came in and did a nice job. Low-scoring game, but good enough, as that 3-run 5th inning for Oakland made it happen. And this series now moves to Yankee Stadium, as the Yanks will try to end this series with their captain up there, Allie Reynolds, going up against Steve McCatty. And we'll see if, indeed, the Yanks can pull off the win in Game 6, or will the Athletics push it to a Game 7? 2 men on, first inning. We have a walk, and right away, the Athletics are coming out threatening. Allie Reynolds in trouble here with Wayne Gross up there.
Strike 3.
Gross strikes out, however, and Reynolds gets out of that threat. Leaving the bases stranded in the first inning are the Athletics. We move to the bottom of the first. 2 men on. And McDougal will get a walk with only 1 out. Woodling now at the plate. Woodling lifts this one to center. The ball will drop in there. It drops all the way to the wall. This is going to score 3, it looks like. Yes, indeed. A 3-run double by Gene Woodling. It is 3-0 New York. Now 3-1 as we move to the 4th. Tony Phillips on second. This one, however, is hit to right. It'll score Phillips. Henderson with an RBI single, and it's 3-2 now. Reynolds facing Armas. Armas will hit this one to left center. It'll drop in there. Henderson off to the races. With his speed, he should score. And he will, as Armas makes it a triple and ties the game. And Oakland is right back. Joe Collins now up there in a tie game. Collins hits this one over the left fielder's head. Extra bases for Collins. He's going for 3. He will make it. Collins with the triple. And Allie Reynolds now at the plate with the infield end. Reynolds will lift this one to center. Diving catch out there by Murphy, but the run will score. Still an outstanding play by Murphy. We've seen some great defense in this series, fans. And it's 4-3 New York with Cliff Johnson at the plate in the 5th. Johnson lifts this one to right, and it will go. We have a tie game. Cliff Johnson with the 427-foot long one. And wouldn't you know it, back again comes Oakland. 4-4 the score. Joe Collins now up, bottom of the 6th. Collins will hit this one through with the man on. And the Yanks have runners on first and second as they try to close out this series. Jerry Coleman now at the plate. Coleman will hit it to right. This will bring a run around, but the throw might get him. He beats it. Coleman with the single. It's 5-4 New York. Johnny Mize will try to lift his team even further. He lifts this one deep to left center. It'll drop in there. This should play 1. Johnny Mize with a big double, and the Yankees now are pouring it on a little bit here in the 6th inning. It is 6-4. Top of the 7th. Art Shallock on there against Dwayne Murphy with nobody out. Murphy draws another walk. Here's Cliff Johnson, who's already homered. Johnson hits it to second. The force is there. The turn at second to first. It is made. A double play. We'll move to the 8th with Jeff Burrows up there and 2 out. Burrows hits it to left for a hit. Ricky Henderson representing the tying run now against Bobby Hogue. And Henderson will lift this one deep to right. He does exactly that. He ties this game with an opposite field home run. Ricky Henderson makes himself heard in this series. And guess what, folks? The Athletics do it again. They tie this game 6-6. What a battle this team has in it. I'll tell you that right now. Joe DiMaggio hits this one to right for a single here in the bottom of the 8th. Rizzuto coming to the plate. Rizzuto will hit this one too short. Play is made at second. And the game is knotted at 6. Tony Armas coming up now in the 9th. Armas watches ball 4. Dwayne Murphy now at the plate.
Strike 3.
Murphy strikes out. I'm starting to smell another extra inning game here. Cliff Johnson at the plate. Johnson will hit this one to short. Play is made. Double play. We'll move to the bottom of the 9th. Hank Bauer up there. Bauer hits it right back to the mound. Play is made. Beard makes it. Gil McDougall up there.
Strike 3. You're out.
McDougall strikes out. And yes, we are in extra innings. The 10th inning now, Wayne Gross. Gross hits this one to right for a base hit. He's the go-ahead run. Mike Heath at the plate. Heath will single. First and second now for the Athletics with nobody out. Tony Phillips up there. Phillips hits it to short. Play at second for 1. Over at first. Can't get him there. So we got runners on the corners. 1 out for Mike Davis. Davis hits it to short. Out at second. Play at first. He beats it. And Gross will score. It is 7-6. Athletics. Ricky Henderson now hits this one to first. If the play can't be made, Henderson gets an infield hit with his speed. Davis advances to second. Here's Davey Lopes. Lopes hits it up the middle. It gets through. Here comes a run around third. He's going to score. And the Athletics advance their lead now to 8-6. Gene Woodling now at the plate. Woodling strikes out as we move to the 9th. Joe Collins at the plate. Collins will hit this one up the middle. And the Yanks will bring the tying run to the plate. And Bobby Brown, can he pull off a miracle? This one's at second. Play is made at first. And the game is over. The Oakland Athletics in the 3rd extra inning game of the series win it 8-6 in dramatic fashion. And I don't know if you can believe it, because I can't. The Oakland Athletics have tied the series at 3. Ricky Henderson was 4 for 6 with 4 RBIs. And what a performance by Billy Martin's team here. I mean, it really is something special. One of the best teams of all time, and they've pushed it to 3 games to 3, and a crucial Game 7 coming up. Can't get more dramatic than this. What a great series. So 1 game for all the marbles. Let's see what happens. We've come this far. Rick Langford now in a scoreless game, a pitching duel of sorts here in Game 7, bottom of the 4th. Hank Bauer up there with nobody out. Bauer hits this one deep to right. This one will get over the wall. Bauer with a home run. Just what the doctor ordered for the Yanks here as they get out on top 1-0. Eddie Lopez has been pitching good. But let's see what happens here in the top of the 5th with 1 out and a man on. This one's lifted to left. It's a base hit. So the Athletics have started a rally. Mike Heath now up there. Heath will hit this one to short. Rizzuto makes the play at second. Turn to first. Double play. Great play by Rizzuto just when they need it. And the 1-0 score remains. It's 2-0 now as we move to the 6th. And Tony Phillips at the plate. Phillips hits this one. A diving play out there. But the throw gets away. Lopat couldn't handle the throw. And here come the Athletics now. Joe Rudy up there. Rudy lifts this one to left. Coming over there is the left fielder Woodley. He's got it. One out for Henderson, who's been as clutch as can be. Henderson, though, takes a walk. So the Athletics have the tying runs on here in the 6th. Davey Lopes up there. Lopes strikes out, however. He chased the bad one there. But the power of Tony Armas needs to be reckoned with here. Armas, though, hits at the third. The forces made a great catch over there at second by McDougal. He forced the runner, and the runner was Henderson, so that wasn't an easy play. We move all the way to the 8th here. It's still 2-0. Joe Ostrowski up there. Henderson at the plate representing the tying run. Let's see what transpires here. High drama at Yankee Stadium. This one's lifted to left. The catch is made by Woodley. We move to the 9th. Joe Ostrowski holding that 2-0 lead against Tony Armas. Now let's see if the Yanks can close the door. Armas, however, hits this one into the corner. He's going to make it to second with a double. Would you expect anything less than the A's to keep fighting to the last out? Here comes Dwayne Murphy representing the tying run. Murphy strikes out. Art Shalick coming in relief. Getting Murphy there. One out. Bob Kuzawa now as Casey Stengel's using all his arms here to try to get this one. Cliff Johnson at the plate. Johnson hits at the third. Play is made there. McDougal gets him. And the Yanks now down to one out to go. And Wayne Gross represents that tying run. Kuzawa delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Yanks do win it in Game 7. 2-0. They pitched the shutout by committee. And boy, are they happy they don't have to see the Athletics anymore. What a tight series. What a great series. So much high drama, you don't know where to begin. But the Yankees do pull it out. They win it 4-3. Eddie Lopat was just brilliant in that last game. Bauer hit a crucial home run to break the scoreless tie. And this series is finally over. But exciting it was. A lot of heroes here. Even as the Athletics had nobody hit over 300. But Henderson drove in 6. Lopes drove in 7. And their pitching was good when they needed to. But it was really the grit of this team that was impressive. Gene Woodling had 10 RBIs. Bauer hit 3 homers. Mantle only hit 179 in the series. Eddie Lopat won 2 games and had a 2.02 ERA. So it was a heck of a series indeed. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a win for the Yankees, who were the favorite. They found a way. I'm going to say Eddie Lopat's the MVP of the series. He went 2-0 and pitched 7 shutout innings in that Game 7, holding the team to no runs and a .90 ERA in the series. He also struck out 11. So that'll do it. My voice is almost gone after this series. This was an exciting one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stuck it all the way through. The 51 Yankees beat the 1982 Oakland Athletics 4-3. Excitement here in this historical matchup. Hope to see you in the next one.